Good morning, everyone. Let me fix this up here. Good morning, guys. Good man, Sean. Good trade. Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. Let me just move the screen over here. You guys on YouTube, apologies about the stream ending yesterday. It looked like there was some sort of random glitch where it just kind of just stopped me out of OBS for some reason. So apologies about that, but we are all back up and running today. So welcome back, everyone. Happy Tuesday, guys. Hope everyone had a good day in the markets yesterday. The trade that we did take yesterday on stream, we took these buys here yesterday. Ended up hitting TP, but got me out at break even before I then got some more buys in the New York session. So still good trade, good management. Morning, I passed my combine Asian session. Wow, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Let me just make sure you guys can hear me all clear. Audio and video, good, awesome. Thank you, man. Thank you. Let me move this. Yeah, New York push was wild. Was the news? No, I don't think so, man. I think it was just a good. I think it was just a good push. It was a very, very, very nice push. I almost missed it as well. I just happened to get back on the charts. But yeah, welcome back, everyone. If any of you guys are new here, welcome. My name is Aaron, also known as Aaron Trades. I've been trading for the past 7 years and I mainly focus on gold futures here in the European session. So welcome back, everyone. Good to be back on with you guys. Hopefully the stream doesn't cut out randomly today. But yeah, these were the buys that we took yesterday. We took these buys live on our London stream yesterday. Kind of stalled around this resistance, pulled back, ended up breaking back above, and you had a really nice breakout at 845, where London ended up having a whole push back in some new all-time highs for about 115 ticks, which was yeah, huge, absolutely huge. And I did take these buys into New York session yesterday. Took this breakout, had a trend line coming down. I was like, yeah, cool, nice, nice trade. No screen. You guys on Zoom can't see my screen. Well, is Chow still asleep? All good, yeah, Chow's still asleep. After watching for quite a while on YouTube, finally joined. Welcome, Glenn. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Got it. Yeah, he's still asleep. So yeah, we'll see what we get for the day, guys. We'll see what Goldie gives us for the day. I was looking for some potential longs up into these Asia highs. Wow, look at that. I've just realized we got gold hitting $4,000 overnight in the Asian session. Look at that. That is absolutely insane. Gold at $4,000. What a day. What a historical day. Gold at 4,000. That's absolutely incredible. You guys can say, you know, when you tell your future kids or future traders in however many years time, 10, 20 years time, you say, I was watching this absolutely amazing trader called Aaron Trades live on stream, hitting $4,000. That's absolutely incredible. $4,000 is yeah, huge on gold, absolutely huge. And you guys trade Asia today? We saw it. Yeah, I saw it at 4K. Yeah, we did. Yeah, I mean, I didn't actually, but you guys who were trading Asia, yeah, you would have seen gold hit 4K today, which is huge. What did the currency chart hit? You got currency chart at highs of 39.70, 39.77. Caught 110 ticks in Asia. Wow, nice. Look at that. Good man. 110 ticks in Asia is huge. Aaron, I just got my first 10K month on both my fundeds. Wow, absolutely amazing, man. Be sure to reward yourself with some profit. That's absolutely fantastic. Keep up the good work, man. That's absolutely incredible. Good job to you, man. Well done. Absolutely amazing. Hey, Nick, what's going on, man? Good to have you in the chat, man. Do you have a certain trading window before you close the charts? Not really, man. You know, I'll stream here for an hour, hour and a half, depending on the markets. And then I'll pretty much just set my alerts, wait for my alerts to go off, and then I'll fire back up the charts. What you don't want to do is, you know, be sitting here watching markets go sideways all day long. You know, you do your analysis in the morning, check up on the afternoon, maybe once in the evening, and then, you know, you kind of go about your business, go about your day. I try and spend like maximum like 2-3 hours on charts a day. Sometimes more, sometimes less. But whenever we're not on stream, yeah, I'll set my alerts of levels of interest of where I could see a potential trade shaping up. Wait for my alert to go off, then fire up the charts, and then see if I can get a trade. Save yourself having to sit there and watch it all day long. Now, before we do anything, guys, let's just have a look at the fundamentals for the day. 110 ticks in Asia, that's incredible. Asia, what do we do today in Asia? Big spike up, tagged the highs here, broke back lower. Nice nice fake out here in Asia. Look at this, nice fake out play. Hourly fake out engulfed the previous. What'd that flip give you? 70? Oh, 94 ticks, look at that. Big volume up here, guys. So, what do we have today? Today is Tuesday. There is nothing here. Do we have anything here? Nothing high impact today. Pretty much a clean day on the charts. If you guys saw, I did post the AMD trade that I've just closed out of. AMD ended up having an absolutely phenomenal push. We may have a look at some other markets here, guys. We need to kind of see how gold's going to shape up. Obviously, top down on gold is we are extremely bullish. You know, we know gold's been very, very bullish for the whole entire year. Gold's been on one of the nicest runs that I've probably ever seen in the history of trading gold. So the top down on gold is still very bullish. No reason to want to fight the market, still to be following that bullish momentum on gold. What's interesting is we did tag daily highs, holding 4,000 and wicking a little bit low. But again, there is the possibility of a liquidity wick, maybe below some of these 4-hour lows. But that doesn't mean I want to sell gold. I really don't like selling gold. There is the potential for us to maybe dip down and squeeze these lows before then having that pullback. So if before the London opens, which is in about 18 minutes, if we can see gold come down and tag these lows at 39.78 and then get back above, there could be a nice buying opportunity here on gold. So I'm keen to watch gold around these lows, and like I say, we'll have a look at some other markets here as well. Where are we? For you guys who are on Twitter, on X, I posted the break-even trade that we took here yesterday. The hourly time frame ended up being absolutely perfect. This was the analysis from yesterday's stream, which if we go back and look at the hourly chart on gold, which was probably the nicest time frame, it ended up playing pretty perfectly. Look at this. So you came down, tagged lows, held this 39.50 level, wicked all the way back above, and then this candle here ended up wicking up 110 ticks, which are one contract, $1,000. Absolutely huge trade. Unfortunately, it did get me at break even, but lovely, lovely, lovely cool. It's one of them trades where, you know, you kind of had to execute it on the hourly chart and set your alerts and walk away. Seems like the AMD trade that I posted yesterday as well got more attraction. Look at this, 720 views on this AMD trade. I fully closed this AMD trade right at the market open. Ended up dropping quite a lot. I closed about 15,000 on AMD, which was an absolute beautiful, beautiful trade. So if you guys do want to follow me on Twitter, that would be the plug for the day, the Aaron Trades. And I'll be tagging the trades that we take here. And if you guys hashtag London Open, I'll see your guys' charts, setups, and everything like that. So yeah, we'll see what Goldie gives us. We're coming down from them lows, which is very nice. If we liquidate these lows and start wicking back above, like I say, there's the potential to buy this support. But let's see how we react. I would have imagined, you know, you get a lot of people trapped in something like this here on gold. A lot of people try and jump in these shorts, sit in the stops just down below this low. What does price do? Comes down, tags them lows. So if we can now break back above here, maybe a potential fake out opportunity. There could be some nice longs here. Not only do we have Asia highs, but it's also a pretty perfect double top. Pretty perfect double top around that 4,000 level with a very, very, very big range. You know, 200 tick range is huge. I'm not going to trade the whole 200 tick range, but if we can maybe scout this back up once we get that high time frame closure, gold could be nice here today. Love the lovely, lovely liquidity grab there. Yeah, nice grab the lows there. Let's have a look here. So let's have a look at NQ as well. NQ, look at this on NQ. Tapped into our next psychological level that we spoke about last week as well. Or was it yesterday? I can't remember. I think it was last week. 25,250. Hit that resistance perfectly and wicked all the way back below. Now, the thing is with NQ is pretty similar to gold. We are still very, very, very bullish. You know, we're still breaking above some major levels, holding it and squeezing higher. So this daily time frame here on NQ looks like this is a potential bottom wick on this daily, and looking like we're going to come for a drive higher. So it's not a bad area to see if NQ is finding some support for longs. Even if it's a, you know, maybe a liquidity wick up in some previous 4-hour highs, could still give a very nice pullback here. Let's have a look what we're seeing here on NQ. We've got some 4-hour highs here, kind of wicking some support. You got that VWAP level there as well. Potential 30-minute fake out coming here on NQ. Look at this. Close bearish. If you tag the lows and close bullish, could be shaping up for a bit of a morning star play. Looks something like this. A bit of a pullback. So, potential NQ long shaping up here. Gold just wicking out the lows, holding it. I think I'll squeeze the lows one more time. And yeah, we got London open in 15 minutes here, guys. You guys on YouTube, remember, drop a like for the Topstep stream as well. We'll be here all week. We took a nice trade yesterday. We'll see what we get. See what we get here for the day. NQ's shaping up. US 30 analysis. Yep, we can look at the Dow. US 30 is just the Dow, which is on the futures, just YM. It's the Dow chart trading here on the futures. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Now we had some nice Dow long calls. Where were we? Let's go to all this analysis. It was like a big head and shoulders play. Daily still looking very bullish. How do we close last week? Still bullish. To me, this weekly could flip bullish at any point. Nice. Look at this. Look at yesterday's candle. What did we do yesterday? We came down. We tagged previous day low. Wicked all the way back above. So we hit Friday's lows. Wicked all the way back above. So I'll be looking to see if this can find some, same as NQ, find some support and see if you get a bit of a squeeze higher here. Nice thing about the Dow is you're at previous 4-hour lows, so this could also shape up for a potential morning star play. I wouldn't want to be a seller here personally. I would be seeing if you hold back above this 46,857-ish level. Call it 50. 46,850. If you wick back above this support, especially with the London Open, and this could be a liquidity grab, there's the potential for some nice Dow longs. Maybe back up into these highs, all the way back up here at 47,000. So potential longs on the Dow, back up into 47,000. Let's have a look. Let's make that 50. Especially if this is a pre-London liquidity wick, you might get a 30-minute fake out play, for example. 30-minute here just broken the support. If this tags the lows and breaks back above, you have a nice fake out confirmation. Cool. There's your opportunity to go long. Look at that beautiful morning star there. When was that? On Friday. Look at that lovely morning star there on the Dow. That's our perfect morning star play. Huge liquidity gap here. Closed bullish. Lovely drive yesterday. So yeah, Dow and the Dow and NQ could shape up potentially nicer than gold. What I want to see here on gold is this 15 come down and grab these lows one more time, and then see if we can get these longs that London Open. A couple of markets are looking pretty nice here coming into London, guys. I'll also be on fast markets today, guys. I will be on fast markets. We'll be trading gold for the New York session, so we'll see what we get there. We'll be on fast markets today. Do you wait for confirmation or just trade levels? I'll wait for confirmation, man. Trade levels once I get my higher time frame confirmation. So if I get this hourly chart here wicking all the way back above at the London Open in 11 minutes, then that'll be my confirmation. Then I'll drop down to my lower time frame and then see if I can get my trade. So I'll have my high time frame confirmation, and then my lower time frame, I'll pretty much just be executing levels and sort of breakouts. Because you can see right now, I do like these longs here on gold. But in terms of trading what we see, which is the most important part, we had this intraday support. We've broken it. We're retesting it. So if I long right now just because I want price to go up, price could easily pull back, retest, and go lower. Then you end up trying to trade what you think. So what I'll wait for here is any sort of closure back above, and then I'll get my trade. And that's kind of my that's kind of our nice fake out opportunity. Kind of similar to the trade I took yesterday into the New York session, which was here. You broke below this major support, you had a huge break back above. Cool. Then I took my trade from here up into these highs, which was about, I took about 60. I didn't hold that high, so I took it here for about 60 ticks in 5 minutes, which was like $600. $600 in 5 minutes. There was a very, very nice volume yesterday. So pretty much something similar here. We're trading below the support, we break back above. There's our nice fake out confirmation. We have some pretty decent liquidity levels sitting up here as well. And then we're trying to see if we can, you know, whether or not we hold gold into all-time highs here in London, we'll see. You know, even if we close back above from gold from here to here, that's a 60-tick range. That's more than enough. If you get some runners, fantastic. But to be honest, I would be happy to play this little range here on gold. Euro longs on the 30-minute. Let's have a look. Euro longs on the 30-minute. How did we close yesterday? Decent wick rejection. Holding that 1.175 level. Massive liquidity grab. Let's see. Yeah, this huge, look at this major support being formed yesterday for 1, 2, 3, 4 hours. Held the support. Huge break back higher. Having a bit of a pullback. Yeah, maybe. This isn't looking too bad. Could this be a pullback to see another leg higher? This is the liquidity level that we spoke about yesterday. If you guys were here yesterday, what did we mention? We mentioned you'd get a lot of people trying to buy the euro here, sitting some stops down just below. So now that you have grabbed this downside liquidity level, if you all of a sudden break back above, pull back, could this be another leg higher? Yeah, possible, very possible. If we are going to see it, I would very likely see the euro potentially come back up into that 1.1775 level, which could be pretty nice. In terms of the 30-minute, again, I'll wait for the London Open. This is you can't ignore that this is a pretty decent sell-off here. In terms of trading what we see, this is a pretty decent short here pre-London. Pre-London towards the end of Asia, this is a pretty decent sell-off. So I wouldn't be, personally, I wouldn't be buying yet. But again, same as gold, you know, if you can have a bit of a breakout, fantastic. Because there's nothing to say the euro couldn't pull back into here, retest and just go lower. Then before you know it, you enter in on FOMO, you end up buying at resistance before price just goes back lower. So I'd say if we want to get long on the euro, which don't get me wrong, I think could shape up nicely, I'd want to see a bit of a breakout, pull back, and then see if you can get the trade. Remember, the currencies don't move as fast as some other markets. You'll get that confirmation, you'll get that higher time frame closure, and then you'll get your trade. So I would wait for a bit of a bullish breakout on the euro first, because in terms of trading what we see, which is exactly what we're here to do, we're pushing lower. Right now we're pushing lower, so nothing's changed here just yet. Do I trade the DAX? I don't trade the DAX, but I do know people who do trade the DAX. I believe D trades the DAX a lot. Personally, I've never really traded the DAX. Let's see what Goldie up to. It's Goldie up to. See gold come back down to the lows, which is nice. Yeah, I've looked at DAX a couple of times, but I've never traded it personally. And Q shaping up here. And now I don't even know. Just liquidity grabs and breakouts, man. Grab some lows, trade it to next level. I don't really overlook at it like that. Doesn't really help me with the execution, to be honest, man. Like whether that's how it moves or not. No, it doesn't really do anything too much for me. I feel like you end up just over analyzing. If you grab some lows, you start breaking out, just take the trade. Kind of like here, New York's either tag. If this is a gold setup, you're tagging lows, you're closing bullish. Take the trade. I wouldn't really worry too much about too many things. If you see it, it's a good trade. Take the trade. Same as the trade that I took yesterday, $600 in 5 minutes. You had a trend line coming down. You tagged some lows. You broke out. Just took the trade. Same as the London trade yesterday. It's nicer on the hourly. Just a hourly morning star. Doesn't really matter too much. Keep it simple, man. Keep it simple. Trade what you see. Maybe some people might use it. Doesn't say it doesn't work. I just don't think it's really necessary. There's, you know, a million different ways that we could analyze the charts, but the biggest key to your success in trading is having good execution. If you see a trade, you know, don't be scared. If it looks good, just take it. If it doesn't work, cool, you'll learn something. You'll refine your plan. But yeah, there's so many different tools and analysis things that you could look at. It's just keep it simple to what works. And it's beautiful price action on gold. Gold coming down for the regrab them lows. Like we said, guys, I want to see price regrab the lows. I do think NQ shaping up nicer here. You have clear targets on NQ, which is previous 4-hour highs. You're tagging previous 4-hour lows. If this 4-hour starts to flip bullish, which will be from this area, there's the potential for some longs. Where's that 4-hour level? Here. So anything above here will be the point where the 4-hour goes from being bearish to bullish. The reason I think NQ is nicer is because NQ is overall very bullish. Same as gold, so longs make the most sense. Whereas gold is overall very, very, very bullish. But we're currently pushing lower. So you need to see gold find some support before you can get them longs. Which, don't get me wrong, the London Open can change anything. You know, the last 5 minutes, anything can happen here on gold. But if this hourly closes bearish here on gold, will I short gold? Personally not. Why would I not short gold? Well, where would I be selling into? You're shorting gold right into higher time frame support, which was a massive breakout level from yesterday. Plus, you also just hit new all-time highs. So do you want to short, you know, a couple of hours after hitting some new all-time highs? Personally, not really. So NQ may shape up nicer. We'll see. Anything can happen. If gold starts to wick back above for the next 5 minutes, amazing. What other news do we have this week? We do have FOMC meeting minutes tomorrow at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. London time. And then potentially NFP this week. NFP still says tentative, so we'll see. Is it on here? Let's see. It's not on here, which is weird, but it is here. So we'll see. We'll see. Do you have a set size stop loss that you use for gold? I'm not too sure what you mean, man. A set size stop loss. Not too sure what you mean, man. If you mean, do I set the same size stop loss for every trade? No, that doesn't make any sense. Stop loss is based off the market, it's based off price action. If you go into every single trade with the same size stop, then it doesn't really make sense, unfortunately. Like, I couldn't go into every single trade going, okay, cool, this is my trade, I'm going to use a 30-tick stop for every trade, and that's going to be that. It'd be great if the markets were that simple, but unfortunately that's not how stop losses work. Stop losses is based off previous liquidity levels. Unfortunately, it would be extremely hard, if even possible, to consistently trade trying to use a fixed stop. You could maybe use a set dollar amount, you know, maybe reduce your risk depending on that. But in terms of a set stop loss, in terms of tick amounts, no. Stop loss isn't based off how much I want to lose. Stop loss is based off where the trade becomes invalid. Sometimes, you know, that might be here. Sometimes it might be down here. But it's not random. It's based off areas where if we hit this level, the trade's invalid. You know, if I was my trade from yesterday, I don't know how to readjust. How can I readjust the stop? Can I readjust the stop? Yeah. So for me, this trade from yesterday, you know, if I just decided to go into this trade, I'm going to put, okay, cool, I'm going to have a 30-tick stop because I don't want to lose more than 30 ticks. Well, where would the trade in this example be invalid? To me, this trade would be invalid if we close back below. But if we wick down into here and then wick back up, would that trade be invalid? Of course not. You're holding this level before going higher. So if you set a random tick amount, you'll end up taking a lot of losses that didn't necessarily mean they were invalid trades. So no, my stops is based off liquidity levels, and where the trade becomes invalid, I'll exit my trade. Not off a 30 tick example. I wish it was that I wish it was that easy, but unfortunately it's not. It'd be much more adaptive than that. 5 and 1 minute for entries. The 5 minute is the lowest I'll go, man. I'll have my confirmation on the higher time frame, then I'll maybe use a 5 minute for execution here. But to be honest, a lot of great trades here on gold. Like yesterday's trade on gold, the nicest trade was based off the hourly chart. You had this beautiful hourly morning star here, so that was a great opportunity. In the New York session yesterday, the nicest trade for me was on the 5 minute. So again, depends on the setup. The one thing to do is, you know, if you do change up which time frames you are executing off, note it in your journal. So you can go back and you can look, okay, cool, every time I trade the 5 minute, I end up taking a loss. Every time I trade the 30 minute, I have a way better win rate. Then you can go, okay, cool, I've taken 100+ trades like this. Now I can kind of filter out what's working well for me and what's not. So again, it's not one of the things where it's not like you should trade the 1 minute or you should trade the 5. It's what do you find works the best for you. For me, trading gold, hourly and 30 minute are the nicest confirmations. I trade the 5 minute because, you know, we're trading here together. I want to be getting some quick in and out trades. But whenever I'm not on stream, yeah, I'm trading hourly and 30 minute closures. We got London Open here as well, guys. So let me just have a look at NQ. I don't want to miss NQ. We got gold closing bearish, coming down for an instant bottom wick. I would be watching gold for potential support being formed here, guys, especially with this hourly opening and pushing down. To me, this could easily be a bottom wick before we flip back higher. So watch gold for some potential support to be formed here. I wouldn't chase these shorts personally. Let's have a look at NQ. NQ ended up having a very nice rejection, held that VWAP, wicked out a lot of lows, held this previous breakout level, 25,150, wicked all the way back above, which is nice. So there is potential. Look at this amazing 30-minute fake out play here as well. Look at this. You broke below the support, tagged the lows, broke right back above. That's a very nice gold play. And it's also, if we have a look, where are we? Where is that one? Yeah, it's also pretty similar to the trade we took last week. This is the trade we took last Monday, which was an NQ trade. Look at that. It's more of a 5-minute fake out. Look, he broke bearish, tagged the lows, broke right back above. If you can see which pixel it is, ended up making beautiful. So if we compare this to this here, it looks pretty similar. Let's see if we can see some potential longs on NQ. So I'll use the 5. I've never used the 1 minute. Not to say you can't use the 1 minute. I just don't really feel the need to use the 1 minute. The 5 minutes. Oh, look at this on Goldie here. Look at this, guys. This could be a big liquidity grab, and you could get gold potential longs here. Look at this, right off that zone. How much are you up? 27.30 ticks. Look at that, beautiful. Right. Oh, good morning, man. Good morning. 2 minutes into London Open here, we're getting some volume. We got NQ at previous 15-minute lows, which is nice. Pretty decent sell-off here on NQ. Potential fake out buy opportunities. Again, pretty much exactly what we just said. That 5 minute on the chart I just showed you guys closed below. If you get that closure back above, there's your fake out opportunity. I say if because it doesn't have to, but if it does, there's the potential. Wow, look at this on Goldie, guys. Look at this on Goldie. Gold following the plan so far here. Sometimes you see them liquidity grabs and you go, damn it. Sometimes it's just worth just executing off them levels. And you're managing pretty aggressively. What would you be up? Yeah, 30 ticks. Look at that. 30 tick rejection there already right off our zone. Good time for me to get on. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. This is a big level here on gold. This is why I said, so I said to you guys, you know, it's not a level where we want to short gold. Because at any point, you tag these lows, you wick right back above. Look at this huge support here. So let's see if we can break out and see some potential longs. This is looking good. Usually I've missed it. You got time, man. You got time. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. And you guys here on YouTube, did Dakota get any, or Zoom if you guys watch it, did you guys watch Dakota the Asian session? Did Dakota get any trades done in Asia? Yeah, Ali has it very nice, man. Yep. Big sell off here on NQ, so no longs on NQ just yet. Patience pays. Patience pays. Where's Dakota stream? I miss tuning into slow markets. Well, what are these candlesticks? What's Dakota with the new candlesticks? Look at this. What is this? Because these wait, yellow and red now? I'm just trying to confuse it. Look at this. Look at them candles. That's crazy. I don't think I like the red and candles. That makes me a bit emotional. Oh, I think it's just playing around the colours. See the guys the Dakota and Coach J, yes, they went to the New York Stock Exchange, which is pretty cool. I need to get a trip out to the US. Yeah, potential mind, yep. Bond rejection, definitely. So you had that nice rejection there on gold. Trying to wick back above. You'd probably want to see this 15 potential morning star play shape up here. If this grabs these lows and holds support. First 15 of the where are we? First 15 of the London Open. See if we can wick it. NQ still squeezed low here, guys. No longs on NQ. Held this resistance, squeezed back below, so coming right back down to that wick fill again. In this example, this is why confirmation is key. You don't hold above, you close back below, we trade what we see. Although I would love to see NQ go higher. We couldn't hold this support here. We broke back bearish, so saved ourselves a loss there on NQ. Dow still does look interesting. The euro, again, like I said on the euro, for you guys who were asking about euro longs off that 30-minute time frame, to be fair, this does still look nice. For the guys who are asking about the euro longs on that 30-minute time frame, remember, this is why confirmation is key, and this is why we have to trade what we see, not what we think. Although we do, we think the euro might go up. If the euro hasn't closed back above this level, there's no reason for you to buy it. Trade what's right in front of you. So you've just saved yourself a loss here on NQ. You've just saved yourself a loss here on NQ. Sorry, just said the same thing twice. You've saved yourself a loss here on NQ. You've also saved yourself a loss here on the euro as well. If you don't close back above, trade what you see. We've been pushing down. Although you might want price to go up, what we want to happen and what's happening right in front of us is two very different things. So now we can kind of use this barrier here, and this is how I like to use these. I like to use these levels is, if this is resistance, support. Okay, cool. Well, that's this nice support here, nice resistance. So we'll bring this barrier down, and we'll bring it to this next level, and then we'll say, okay, cool. Well, we've just broken below this, we've held it, we've squeezed lower. So guess what? This is now going to be our new fake out level. Okay, so you can go here. Fake out level. Level, not quite, level. So now this can be our fake out level. So if we wick these lows and close back above here, on at least a 30-minute here on the euro, because it's been so bearish, great. That could be our new fake out level. And guess what? Let's pretend this candle's closed. What will we do again? We'll bring this barrier, and we'll bring it back down to here, and we'll say, okay, cool, well, this is previous support, we've broken below it. So now this can be our fake out level. And you can just bring these levels down to stop yourself from trying to trade what you see. Trying to stop yourself from trading what you think. It's okay to think price will go up, or you think price will go down, but use these barriers of the if-then perspective. If you want price to go up, regardless of what you want, what's right in front of you is you're holding support, you're breaking it, resistance, you're pushing lower. So if you try and trade what you see, well, if anything, you should be going short. But because I'm not really interested in any shorts here on the euro, because you already had a huge push down here, and I'd like the potential longs, well, I'll use this level as an if-then perspective. If it closes back above this, then I'll go long. Until then, let the euro do its thing. Don't chase it. Same thing as NQ as well. Even though NQ could be shaping up here. Potential fake outs on NQ. Let's see Goldie here, guys. Goldie. Let me see. Yeah, gold's looking nice here. We're trying to get back above. I kind of want to see this 15 close. Dakota made $200 in MGC. Nice. Stay on gold, yeah. Gold is king. Can you explain 30-minute oil trade? I see Sean like Goldie back above 39.58. Let's have a look at the chart here, man. Yeah, I like that as well. I think that's way nicer. Gives a great opportunity as well. Yeah, I like that, man. I like that. Yeah, again, gold's pretty similar to what we just said here in the euro. If this is your barrier, you know, we're waiting for close above to go long. Well, again, if you want to go long on the euro, sorry, gold, here's your barrier. Talking about too many instruments here. So you had a nice, very nice liquidity grab here. If this maybe tagged some highs, you maybe can consider shorts into it. Didn't quite tag the highs. Squeezing lower, that's why I think you're going to go higher. Oil, yep, I don't really trade oil very often. Was there a 30-minute trade? Can you explain 30-minute oil trade? I don't really see one, to be honest, man. I don't really see anything here in oil. We did have some very nice calls. Where's our oil chart? We had some huge calls on oil back down into this liquidity, back down to 61 from when we were all the way back above here. But oil is kind of bouncing off this 61 level, which we called the shorts into, and you kind of back at a make or break level. Let's have a look at this weekly chart. Yeah, look at that huge bearish engulfing weekly candle. So top wicking, you may even see oil continue to go lower. Let's have a look here. But do I think there's any opportunities right now? I don't really like the look of this oil chart. I think the nicest opportunity was selling last week, of course. You know, selling into this huge liquidity levels. Why these liquidity levels? Well, what did you not do before this whole push up? You never re-grabbed the previous low. What does oil love to do? Same as gold. Loves to liquidate the lows. And if we don't liquidate the lows, then they become your liquidity levels, and you look for opportunities to sell into it. Gold's still squeezing lower here, guys. I'm glad we didn't buy gold. I'd love to be in short gold, but again, I don't like short gold at all-time highs. In terms, yeah, like I say, in terms of new opportunities here on oil, I personally would be a bit cautious. I think there's nicer opportunities out there in the markets right now than oil. You have major resistance at, let's say, you may as well call it 62, which is a nice level. Nice round psychological level there at 62. You've got big resistance at 62. You have intraday support at 61.80s. So, and even if you break back below, there's loads of levels where this can go against you. So I kind of, you know, if I see too many levels on a chart, then I just go, okay, cool. Maybe I'm trying to see too much and this is my range. Let me just wait for a breakout. A break above or below. Because this is one of their markets on oil right now. If you're watching this on the lower time frame, you would just get chopped up all day long. And this looks very, 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 very messy. So personally, I would stay away from oil for now. Gold having a decent sell-off here, guys. Let me have a look at NQ. NQ longs potentially shaping up. Goldie having a decent sell-off here. Look at this. How much are we down here? Almost 150 ticks. Look at that. Daily's now flipping bearish as well. Where are we? Tagging highs, pulling back. But again, look what we've done, you know, for the past however many days here on gold. You have these pullbacks and you have these huge breakouts. You know, you have these, I mean, this was an insane one, but here, you have this pullback, you break out, pullback, breakout. So, is there any reason to think this is any different? I mean, not until I get a massive high time frame closure. Well, 4 hour on the 4 hour on the currency is getting massively sold off here. 4 hour on this currency chart is gone from tagging lows and being bullish to is now down almost 300 ticks, which is huge. Oh, where are we? Let's have a look, Glenn. Let's have a look, man. Let's have a look. 39.81. Yeah, pretty much. Yep, pretty much. I like that, man. I like that. I mean, depends. You know, if you kind of come down this far here on gold, let's just clean this up here for a second. Yeah, I mean, it would be a potential hourly morning star, to be honest, with this closing as bearish as it is. Or maybe you could even say a fake out from here. If we close bearish like this, you know, maybe for the next 30 minutes, maybe comes down, tags the lows, gets back above. That's a terrible drawing. Then potential. I still don't like this area for shorting gold, guys. Look at what you're shorting into. If we were shorting gold, you know, it would have been back up here. I wouldn't be shorting here at the London Open anyway. I mean, I wouldn't have sold here, but I'm just saying, in terms of if this wasn't all-time highs, it would be shorting resistance, not trying to short support. First 15 minute of the London Open coming here on NQ as well. And holding resistance, holding support. Support, resistance. Goldie having a big sell-off here, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Silver's bearish now. Let's have a look at silver. Yeah, look at that. Silver with the big sell-off. Again, though, look how bullish silver has been as well. I personally wouldn't be trying to short silver. If you find something, you're probably coming maybe grab some lows down here on silver before you go higher. There's the euro getting sold off as well. Not too much. You got currency on gold back down at 39.50 level. Big support, big breakout level from yesterday as well. Yeah, 39.50 is a big support level here on gold. Euro still has potential. Broken a pretty big trend line. Yeah, is that like this major one here on gold? Kind of like this, or even like this. Yeah, nice. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this trend line is a good spot actually, man, because this is where you get a lot of people trying to buy this trend line, which actually lines up pretty perfectly here. It's actually a very nice spot. So what do we do with these trend lines? You know, this is where we know people try and buy these trend lines. Set the stops down just, you know, below these levels before looking for this huge play up. So yeah, I mean, looking at this trend line now, is there room to squeeze gold much lower? Yeah, potentially. It's a good spot, man. It's a very big trend line. His rejection bringing lots of early buyers trying to buy this trend line. Well, we trade third touches of trend lines the complete opposite way. Let me see if I can find an example. Yeah, kind of like this. Where is it? I really like this way this is drawn, but kind of like this. It's a bit too analysis paralysis, but yeah, trend lines coming down, we're trying to buy up into them trend lines. So same as this trend line coming up here, trying to short into the trend line. Let's see. So 15 being bearish on gold, pushing down since 7:30. Look at this, nice sell off here. Back to the 4-hour trend line. Let's have a look, man. 4-hour trend line. I mean, there's a lot of when gold does have that pullback opportunity, there is a lot of opportunities. You know, it's too early for me to say that this is going to be a retracement, but yeah, you know, if we get some sort of fundamental catalyst, you could easily see gold all the way back down here, which would also line up that 3900 level, which would be like almost 1,000 tick pullback, like 750 from around here. Yeah, about 750 from here down into here is about 750 ticks. So, you know, if gold can give a higher time frame closure, like at least a 4-hour close, I would love to short pullback. But until I get that, kind of don't want to think too much just yet. But at some point, you know, a pullback on gold is going to be necessary and is going to be healthy. Like, look how, especially hitting 4,000. 4,000 is a huge level here on gold. You know, if we measure this move up since, like, literally end of August, in a month, pretty much, gold's up like 20%, which is insane. It's probably one of the biggest runs with no significant pullbacks that I've seen in a very long time. You know, you have these big run-ups here, and you come back down, you have these liquidity grabs, pull back, and have these huge breakouts. We haven't really done that at all here. Like, there's no point even drawing a fib on here because it's just so crazily overextended. You know, even to retrace 50% of this move, that would be a crazy sell-off, which I don't think you're going to see. It's a good question, Matt. Hey, Aaron, if you have 2 to 3 strong hourly bearish candle closures, would you want to see an hourly bullish closure before we take a long, or would you take a 30-minute fake out? If you've had 2 strong bearish hourly closures, then yeah, you want to see that hourly closure, man, definitely. Because if you see a 30-minute bullish closure, that could easily just be, you know, a top wick on the next hourly before going short. So if you get this, you know, maybe this hourly closes, you know, if the hourly closes something like this on the 30-minute, you know, might be that bullish break above, then you might get that break back below on the 30-minute, and then you go lower. Whereas if you see that 30-minute close bullish without remembering that you've been bearish the past 1-2 hours, yeah, you'll jump in the trade too early. Kind of like this. If I was trying to long this on gold, given the fact that we've been pushing lower since, you know, before we're on the charts at 6 AM, and you're down to especially 220 plus ticks, yeah, you'd want to see at least an hourly closure, man. So it's one of them where you can literally just be like, okay, cool, well, let me come back at 9 AM. Which is pretty much the exact same as the trade that we took last week as well. We took this one in Discord. You guys remember I shared this in the live trades channel. When this is closing bearish, okay, cool, walk away. As soon as I see this candle close bullish, because you've been closing bearish on the hourly, then therefore I want to see an hourly closure above. Cool. Then you get your longs. Like here. Whereas if you tried to jump down to the 30-minute too early, you know, I didn't redo it in this example, but sometimes, you know, you'll see that close bullish, they'll close right back below. But more importantly, yeah, you want to see a higher time frame breakout before you take it, definitely. Kind of like this, you know, here. This 30-minute closure above may not have been enough because the hourly could have still been bearish. So therefore you get squeezed out. So yeah, definitely. If you see the, especially this much as well, this is a huge sell-off here on gold. You see it pushing down this much? Yeah, you want to see at least an hourly. Yeah, literally like right now. Yeah, absolutely, man. You wouldn't want to see a 30-minute closure here. NQ hovering around. Goldie having a huge sell-off here, guys. Hard to watch this on Goldie sell-off, but again, I can't chase this on gold. If I try and chase this on gold, and I try and chase the shorts, explain all of that. If I try and chase the shorts, then, you know, where's my stop? Where's my entry? Where's my targets? Where's my risk to reward? A sell-off on silver, can you please look into it? Can I look into it? I can have a look at it. Wow, look at that. I mean, there's something going on. Goldie's having that huge sell-off. Silver's having a huge sell-off. Explain that. Yeah, look into it, yeah. I'll get back to you. Sorry, boss. That's something like something that your boss used to say to you. Like, we've lost all these numbers. Can you look into it? I'll get it on your desk by 5 o'clock. Be on your desk by 5, all right? Yeah, this is a very, very, very big sell-off here. Look into it, get it sorted. On my desk by 5 or you're fired. Let's have a look here. Nothing really seeing too much here, to be honest. Remember, you always got the live news here on Topstep as well. Becomes that high impact, it will be red. I mean, the most logical sell-off for gold is hitting 4,000. 4,000 would be an absolutely huge profit-taking level. 4K would be a huge target for people who are moving large amounts of money. 4,000 would be a huge exit. I don't know, maybe silver's following suit. Where did silver tap into? What, 48, 50-ish? But again, you know, it's not like a it doesn't really matter too much. Same as gold, you know, if gold just, you know, all of a sudden this 4 hour just does close bearish and we get a huge confirmation that this is a massive breakout, the first time in a long time we've seen resistance, cool. Then you can take your short. Same as here, you know, you see this wick and highs and closing bearish, you go, oh damn, you know, I should have been in from here, I should have been in from here. So no, this is the first higher time frame confirmation you have, which you absolutely need at all-time highs, and then you take your short. Here, you close bearish, then you can take your short. So if this closes bearish, well then guess what? The next 4 hours is going to come up for that top wick. And if you really want to, you're going to get more of a confirmation because the higher time frame's closed, and then you can get your short. So it doesn't really matter too much. There's no reason to get FOMO in. We're not just going to all of a sudden, you know, this is going to be the correction where gold's now all of a sudden going to come right back down to here with any sort of pullbacks. You know, the markets don't move like that. So let's say if this is the confirmation that finally we're hitting some all-time high resistance, maybe it's time for gold to have a pullback. Well, guess what? Into pre-New York, we're going to do something like this, grab some highs, and then you're going to get your short. And then this move is going to have your confirmation, your pullback, and then you'll get your trade. Or we could easily do something like we did last week. You see this huge sell-off, you get FOMO, you try and chase the shorts, and you miss this pullback to continue buying into all-time highs. And we took some amazing longs here last week as well. We took longs off this bounce of 38.50 last week for a great trade. So could easily be doing something similar. You know, if we look at this from just a complete naked chart right now, where are we at? Is there any reason for us to think this is going to be a full huge blown reversal and we're going to see gold back down to, you know, 3,900 and lower? Well, not really. It's a pretty decent support. We broke out yesterday. We're pulling back, so let's see if it can hold. Don't overthink it too much. Don't let the emotions, same as silver, don't let the emotions take over the reality of what's really happening. You know, zoom out. Don't get me wrong, this is a very nice pullback on silver, but is it anything to panic about? Well, it doesn't really matter too much. We're day traders. We're not here to worry too much. If you get a huge bearish breakout here on silver, guess what? Pull back and short it. Don't worry too much. You know, it's not you haven't like nothing's changed here. Nothing's changed. I still like these NQ longs here, guys. I'm still watching NQ for longs. Aaron, when all is red everywhere, you prefer to wait for your long or find a cheap short entry? This is a good question, man. To me, this is still a great buy. And anything can happen here, especially at this 30-minute close. To me, this is still a great buy, man. I don't think this is a... Me personally, I don't think this is a short. Again, I'm more than happy to be wrong. I don't have to... Just because I don't think it's a short doesn't necessarily mean I'll trigger longs. But to me, this could get bought right back up at any point. You know, even if I think this is going to be a big sell-off where we're going to see gold back down to 39.50, the way that gold moves is gold will very likely come up, squeeze some highs before going short. So I could even, you know, if I do take the longs, I'm not going to hold the longs into all-time highs because it's a huge move. I'd take from here to here, 100 tick pullback before then you get up here, then you might go short. So if I'm going to go short on gold back down into this huge push, it wouldn't be here anyway. So to me, even if we're going to see a huge sell-off on gold, this is still a good level of finding support for a potential pullback. But yeah, we're at yesterday's lovely breakout level here. That was that huge resistance from yesterday. You had a huge breakout, pull back, squeeze higher. And this rejection here on gold is exactly why you don't chase trades. And this is exactly what gold loves to do. And this is exactly what we see gold do time and time and time again. You chase it out of pure FOMO before you know it. Just when you can't take any more pain, you decide to chase the shorts, and guess what? Gold finds support and goes all the way back higher. That's what the markets love to do. So we got a 30-minute close coming up here for gold, potentially shaping up. We are trying to see NQ get some volume to break back higher. I do like these NQ longs. I do like these gold longs. Gold's wicking back above quite nicely here. Still pretty bearish though. Pretty bearish. A very nice sell-off. Look at that. Clean, 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 clean. How much are you up now? Since finding support, you're almost up 80 ticks. Very, very, very big. Potential bit of a morning star shaping up here on gold. Bottom wick on the next 15, you may consider a half risk trade. Risky because the previous 2 hours have closed bearish, but in terms of risk reward, it could be worth it. Maybe even a combine trade. $800 people tuning in, guys. Remember, drop a like for the Topstep stream. We've got potential gold long shaping up. Oh, we have NQ also shaping up here, which is looking nice now. Right before that 30-minute close. This is what the markets love to do. You can look so bearish. Right before the 30-minute close, you try to chase it. Looks all the way back above. So potential long shaping up here on NQ. Up into these 4-hour highs. And potential long shaping up on Goldie here. Look at this. All of a sudden, the FOMO's gone. The market's finding support. We're back to the neutral state. This is why you don't get FOMO. Always see the markets in that neutral perspective. Yeah, NQ shaping up here, guys. Let me see if I can... see if we can take these longs here on NQ. What would we be looking at? We're looking for something like this. Let me see. Let me see. Nice, beautiful 15 close there on gold. If gold can get a pullback, there's potential longs here on gold as well. Now we're trying to see which is looking nicer. All of a sudden, it's gone from, oh my god, this is so scary. We're selling off to, look at this, we're wicking right back above. Before these candles were huge wicks, it was one big bearish candle. Now we're wicking all the way back above. I'm trying to see which is looking like the nicer opportunity here. I still think it might be NQ. We'll go half risk here at NQ. Gold shaping up here. Probably want to see just a little bit more here on gold. I think, how's that 30-minute close? Yeah, nice, wicking out hourly lows. 15 wicking out the lows, grabbing the highs, grabbing the lows. Yeah, I agree, David. Yep. Gold on the hourly, yeah, could be very nice, man. I agree. Hourly could be much nicer on gold. Whereas NQ might be shaping up from here. Let's see. NQ looks better. Yeah, I think so as well, man. Yeah, I think NQ looks better. I agree. NQ, you're not fighting as big of a sell-off as gold. Like, you haven't really had a big bearish candle closure. You're also tagging pre-London lows. The 4-hour is also wicking out previous 4-hour lows with a lot of equal 4-hour highs. Whereas trying to buy the first 15-minute breakout here on gold, yeah, gold could take a potential hourly morning star play. You know, if gold wicks all the way back above these lows here, 10 a.m. you might have, 9 a.m. you might have much nicer gold buys. I think NQ is looking nice here. So if I was buying gold, yeah, I'd probably want to see a little bit more. So gold might give us some nice buys between 9 to 10 a.m. Where's that? You know, a cat behind. That's weird. Let's see here, guys. Let's see. But again, guys, remember, this is why I just deleted everything for you guys and just said, look, you know, zoom out. What's happening? We're at big support. Same as silver. Silver finding support. There you go. Silver wicking all the way back above. So, was there any reason to panic? I think everyone was a little bit worried there, seeing the market sell off. Don't get me wrong, it would have been great to short. But these markets are all at all-time highs. Is it your job to short all-time highs? Or is it your job to let price find all-time highs, pull back and continue buying? For me personally, it's to let it find some all-time highs, pull back and keep buying. That's what we've been doing for the past however many months. And been making fantastic trades. Let's see this first 5-minute close here. Where's my Goldie chart gone? Yeah, so gold might actually have a 30-minute fake out, which would also give, if you get a 30-minute fake out here on gold, this hourly is going to be one big beautiful rejection, and you're going to get some very nice longs into all-time highs. So yeah, Goldie at the London Open makes the most sense here. That may have been the flip there on NQ. I get a bit scared trading NQ opposed to gold. Goldie's the one I'm the most used to trading. Still trying to get the confidence with NQ. I don't trade NQ very often, but right now it's looking nicer. Let's see if we get a quick pullback here on NQ. People shorting above them highs. What do you have into here? 30-point range. 15-minute morning star shaping up here on gold. Let's see if we get a quick bottom. Nice breakout here. Quick bottom wick here on NQ. Might see if I can get long. Trading micros here. Look at this on Goldie. Beautiful support. Not only would have that stopped out a lot of early buyers, gold will also be now stopping out a lot of early sellers who started to chase the markets because they couldn't bear to not be in this sell-off. So markets whipping around people on both sides so far here this morning, which is nice. We're flat. We're ready to take that trade as soon as we get that breakout. I'm gonna take a. Where are we? Let me start off this little small bit here on gold NQ. There we go. Where are we? Let's change it to dollars. How much are we risking here? $100. Yeah, I should have gone a little bit more here. If we start to flip bullish, am I going for a little bit more? Let's see. Stops will be any break back below here on NQ. Stops down here just as a safety net, but to be honest, it'll be any closure back below. Let's see if we can get this. See if we can get this NQ range play here. Small size. I'd like to add in a little bit more here if we break out. Look at this on Goldie, guys. Look at this. Look at this. This is the power of gold. This is what gold loves to do. To have these huge sell-offs, and gold's gone from looking, oh my god, so bearish. What's going on? What's happened to all of a sudden? You wick right back above. And at 9 AM on gold, you could have some very, very, very nice trades. Very, very nice trades. I'm only a small risk here on NQ, guys. If we break higher, I would like to add in more. I'm only risking maybe $50 to $60 here. But I'd like to be in a little bit more here. I know, two nice trades shaping up at once. I know, that's what we're trying to understand. We want to get the nicer opportunity, which is, of course, gold, because gold is what we trade a lot more. I think gold is going to be the nicest at this 9 AM candle. You're going to get that 30-minute fake out, that nice hourly rejection, and then you'll see if you can get the trade. So I'm only going half risk on NQ because I kind of want to save the bigger trade for gold. Look at you, Brian, trading NQ with the XFA on TopstepTV. I know, what's happened? We're supposed to be trading Goldie. I think gold's going to be nice at 9 AM. If NQ does stall here, any closure back below on NQ, I'll manage aggressively. Embrace the darkness. What a reaction there on gold. Look at that, guys. What an absolute crazy pullback. Gold back up 138 ticks. If anyone tried to chase that short, you are massively squeezed out. And hopefully you guys didn't, because you're listening to what I'm saying. This is what gold loves to do. This, we came down, hit some very nice lows. Instant reaction. So gold is shaping up. If we close this bearish here on NQ, guys, I may manage this aggressively. Kind of want to save the risk for Goldie. I'm only in this for 4 micros here, so I'm currently down $40. What a beautiful reaction there on gold. Now, the thing is, gold going to come back to this 4K level from here. You may see a little bit of a range in that breakout. I think pre-New York could be a very nice day. Remember, guys, you guys new to we'll be on fast markets today. We'll be on Topstep TV fast markets. Be trading gold, not NQ, and yeah, we'll see what we get. I think gold could shape up for New York session today, guys. You've had that huge sell-off on London. You might create some space, and then maybe closer to pre-New York, you might get them gold longs. Let's tighten this up a little bit. Kind of holding this area here in NQ. Not really driving. Not a lot of volume here in NQ today. Bit of a bearish close, yeah. Too bearish of a close. Let me probably get out here. Let me see. Now we got 7 seconds. I wanted to see this tag lows and wick back above. If we close bearish, we can close this pretty quick, like minus $30, $40. Recently limiting myself to trading just London and pre-New York if opportunities there. Been better on the mental and keeping more hours a day available. Yeah, nice. Have to remind myself that I've started trading for freedom. Yes, absolutely, Devin. Absolutely. I mean, London and pre-New York, man, that's more than enough. You can get great opportunities trading London and pre-New York. There's more than enough, man. More than enough. You can get fantastic trades pretty much most days. Not that you're going to, trade every single day, but most days, if you trade just London and into pre-New York, not even to New York Open, you will get amazing trades, man. Amazing trades. And that's it, man. Trade for freedom. We all get into trading for the freedom side, but, most people end up just becoming so glued to the charts they can't bear to not be on them 24/7. So it's the best mindset to have, man. Best mindset to have. If NQ comes down for a little bit of a new low, hey guys, I will just close this. Like I say, I'm minimal risk here. Again, Goldie tagging him support, holding resistance, squeezing back lower. So gold having that nice pullback. Look at that 15. Tagging the lows bullish, tagging the highs bearish. So no longs just yet. I want to see that closure on gold. I want to see that 9 AM. Oh, look at that. It just tagged previous 30-minute highs there as well. Look at that. Hit them 30 highs and sold off. Let me see the euro. Euro still squeezing lower as well. Come on, NQ. Give us that volume. Give us that volume. If we don't push from here on NQ, I'll be watching NQ into pre-New York as well. Yeah, trade for freedom, absolutely. And that'll probably give you, man, like 2 to 3 hours on the charts a day, and that's more than enough, man, more than enough. Especially with trading gold, some of the pre-New York trades on gold are amazing. What's the single most overrated factor traders look for in a setup? Fair value gaps. Easy. Calling basic tools overcomplicated names. The most simple, underrated tool in trading is just higher time frame support and resistance. Something that's worked for years and years and years, especially for gold. Just blew my account. What did you do that for? Why and how? High time frame is on gold is king all day long. Yeah, 100%, man. High time frame gold is key. Very, very key. We've got the 15-minute close coming up here on NQ. You tag in the lows bullish. If you tag the highs and bearish, we may range, so I may manage. I kind of wanted to see this close bullish because here you had this nice grab the lows, held the support, close nice and bullish. If you all of a sudden close bearish, then I wouldn't want to get caught up in the range. Kind of want to see this kind of start to have a push high here soon on NQ. Otherwise, I don't want to get trapped in sideways markets. But yeah, if you just blew your account, how did you blow your account, man? You know, I always say to you guys, Topstep have the most amazing risk parameters here to literally stop you from ever blowing an account. Set your personal daily loss limits, set your trade limits, set your symbol limits, set your contract limits. You know, you have to utilize these tools here. If you're not utilizing these tools, then you're too busy, chasing profits, trying to chase payouts. And I promise you guys that the more you chase payouts, the longer you're going to delay your process. You have to focus on the consistency. But to me, there's been no opportunity to what was this from? No opportunity to trade yet. Remember, we said we got gold longs potentially at 9 a.m. and right now we're running this small NQ long. We also said on the euro. What do we say for the euro? We have longs above here. We've never closed back above. Cool. No longs on the euro either. So we've saved ourselves a lot of losses so far here today. A lot of losses. People will be getting absolutely whipsawed, especially on gold. But the reason I haven't taken a trade on gold yet isn't because I don't want to trade and I don't want to make money. It's because the opportunity is not there. But it will be there very, very soon. 15-minute close here on NQ. How do we close? Let me see here. Pretty doji. Not really what I would want to see. Your tag and low is bullish. Tag and high is doji. Not really what I want to see here on NQ. There's only a small risk. I might just leave this as a little forward test. But I kind of was hoping we'd have a bit of a drive by now. If we break above here on NQ, I will enter in more size. But I want to see a little bit more of a breakout first. Do you sometimes use MACD or RSI? No, never, man, never. What you see on my charts right here is exactly what we use. I don't use any other secret indicators on a different screen or anything like that. What you guys see, pure price action liquidity levels, is all I use here on gold. Not to say they can't be used, if you find it helpful, amazing. It's just personally not something I use. I used to use RSI. Maybe I was using it wrong, but I just didn't find it helped me for anything. It just gave me more reasons to think about, more reason to hesitate, more reason to miss a trade. Personally, yeah, Aaron's got hundreds of indicators on all different monitors. Yeah, behind me, in front of me, which you guys can't see, I just have a wall full of like 20 screens of secret indicators. No, I don't. Honestly, what you guys see on my charts here is what we use every single day. We haven't had a loss here in the past like 3 weeks. We haven't had a loss here. We've had some great trades. We haven't had a loss in the past 3 weeks. All these trades you guys see here. Trade from yesterday. The buys from last week. More buys from last week. More buys from last week. NQ longs from last week. All of these trades, which have been absolutely amazing. Same as the $600 I took yesterday. 660 across 3 accounts yesterday. Is everything you guys see here. Liquidity and price action, that's it. Goldie, where are we gold? I was like, that can't be gold. So we're tagging previous 30-minute highs. So like I said, guys, if we're going to get the longs on gold, it has to be that hourly confirmation or a 30-minute fake out. We haven't got either just yet. Go on, I'm going to tighten up stops below this here on NQ. I don't want to see NQ come back down to rebreak these levels. I want to see if we can drive. If we come down for a new low, I'm happy to take the small loss. So what are we risking here on NQ? That's 7 points here. Oh, do you believe true discipline comes from pain or purpose? Wow. Now we're getting deep on a Tuesday morning. Now we're getting there. That's a great question. Do you find discipline comes from pain or purpose? I would say purpose. You have to have a purpose. Now that's psychology. Yeah. Now that's got us going here. If the markets haven't got you going already, that's got us awake here. You only feel pain from purpose. It kind of works together, I guess. Yeah. It's a very good question. Hand in hand. Yeah. It kind of goes hand in hand, I guess. Yeah, discipline comes from pain. But I mean, to want to do something in the first place comes from purpose. Yeah, I guess it's The struggle is what makes the purpose. If you climb a mountain, it feels more purposeful than taking a helicopter to top. Yeah, love that, Patrick. I should make Patrick the host, actually. You take it from here, Patrick. That was a great reply. That was amazing. You guys on YouTube, that was amazing. The struggle is what makes the purpose. If you climb a mountain, it feels more purposeful than taking a helicopter to the top. And we're out. See you guys tomorrow. Love that. Love that. Love that. NQ still just in a bit of a range here on gold, on NQ, guys. Goldie still no break above just yet. If this was gold, I would probably close the trade. I just kind of want to see if we can just... I do think, you know, NQ is going to shape up here for these nice longs up into these 4-hour highs. It may come closer to New York. We'll see. Being very patient here this morning, guys. See if the patience is going to pay. Yeah, see, the reason I have my stop here is I don't want to see this current 30-minute come down for a new low. I want to see this start to drive soon. You're tagging previous hourly lows, so I want to see this hourly flip bullish and have this nice push. Yeah, gold doesn't know where it wants to go. Gold's. I honestly think anyone who is trading gold today is getting. And you remember, guys, these ranges are massive. These are big ranges. If you tried to chase the shorts from down here, you're minus 90 ticks. If you tried to chase the longs from here, you're back down 60 ticks. So don't get too chopped up here on gold. You know, as soon as we get that higher time frame closure on gold, we're gonna have a great trade. But we'll let the markets come to us. That's a great point, Sean. I'll accept getting to the top of trading without the paint. Yeah, I would take that as well, man. I should give you care. I would take that as well. I would take that as well. All the knowledge in a bottle would be great. Yeah, all the knowledge in a bottle, all the psychology mistakes wired into us would be very nice. How many screens have I got? I've got 3 screens, man. 3 screens. I have my laptop here and 2 screens next to me. Mainly for the purpose of streaming with you guys. I only really need 2 screens, to be honest, man. 2 screens is more than enough. That'd be. I have 3. I have a. Any guys who are interested in traveling and trading? I think I've shared it before, but I use this portable monitor here, which is it's like a dual monitor. It's very, very nice. So I have it on this stand here. So I have my laptop here, then I have this which just folds into the dual screen, kind of like this. You could have it that way. I have it the opposite way. So you can actually split your trading view charts. So you can have like a 30-minute up here and an hourly down here, then maybe 5-minute execution here if you wanted to. I have execution here, which you guys can see on my laptop. I have the currency chart here on gold, and I have you guys down here. Potential continuation short here on gold, guys. You know this from the liquidity plan. Tag previous highs, you re-break back lower, there's potential shorts. NQ is waking up here as well. No, I haven't. Insta360, I haven't, man. It does look very cool, though. It looks very, very, very cool. I've never used it. See people with 5+ screens and just think, wow, trying to track so many markets at once. Yeah, definitely. I used to, I don't know if I have a picture of my old setup. I did used to have it, not for multiple charts, but to have multiple different time frames, and it was actually really nice. Where's my old home setup? Where's my screens at home? I had, where is it? I used to have a big monitor and I had it horizontal way. You can kind of see it here. Let me see if I can show you guys. I don't know if you guys can see. You guys on Zoom can't see, but let me see if I can. You guys need to have it. I used to have it kind of like this. So I had like 2. I'm not sure if they were like 30-inch monitors, horizontal way. And I used to have my screen split into 3 charts, mainly just for multi-time frame analysis without having to click through. But you know, it helps. Is it completely necessary? Probably not, but it does help. Nice patch. Yeah, you got 2. Yeah, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, if you got 2 screens, more than enough. More than enough. Yeah, remember, you can always just split your screens here on Topstep as well. You might have the 5-minute here, you might have the 30-minute here, for example. NQ trying to get back higher here, guys. As soon as we hit this target, it would be a good management point. I'm trying to see if we can squeeze this much higher, though. Yeah, Petrika's psychology quotes up on the screen, yeah. Yeah, that's very true, Glenn. Trading is 10% strategy and 90% explaining to yourself why you didn't follow it. Yeah, that's very true. Very, very, very true. We got this hourly close coming on NQ in 5 minutes here, guys. Stick around for this hourly close here. You know, if we get a decent breakout, I would like to enter in more here. How much would you pay for a dual monitor? Well, I have a better option for you guys, which is actually as good, which is also really cheap. Let me show you guys. I have a way cheaper and probably better option for you guys who are obviously not streaming. This one is much better. Look at this guy. Who is this guy? This one's way better. I should share this to you guys. This one is much more affordable and it's just as practical. I'll send that in the chat there. Little plug there. I did my whole travel trading setup. Yeah, that one is yeah, much better. Yeah. Oh, Zopa. That's the one. That's the one. Oh, Zopa. That's the one I was thinking of. And that's just like a portable one. And the reason them ones are so good is it's also so thin that it's like such lightweight that you can just chuck in your backpack and you wouldn't know it's there. But my dual one here, it's pretty heavy. And it's pretty annoying to travel around with. Whereas the Zopa one is super light. Chuck in your back is just USB-C straight into your laptop. You don't even have to plug it into the wall. Whereas my portable one here, I have to actually plug it into the wall. So yeah, the other one is much easier. Yeah, loads. Yeah, loads. I've edited loads. All of my old ones I just did myself. I don't do any fancy edits. Super just simple clipping. That's the guy always messaging me on Discord to buy his trading bot. Mate, send him as much crypto as you can. It's 100% win rate. But yeah, you can pick up one of the Zopa ones for like, I don't know, cheap. Like 80 euros, something like that. Like here, like these ones are like these are great. 79 euros, like more than enough. And like I say, these ones, you know, the case is also a stand. You fold it away, put it into your backpack. Like them ones are fantastic. NQ trying to squeeze high here, guys. Goldie still squeezing lower. You tagged previous 30-minute highs, which is our liquidity continuation play. If you re-break close bearish here, you may get some more shorts here now. There's only longs on gold once you had that closure back above. You never close back above. You tag 30-minute highs. You're probably going to squeeze low here on gold. Got mine for about 80. Yeah, nice one. Yeah, nice. Audi special works great. Yeah, nice. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Why does Audi have that? Like in the middle, you get such random good stuff. Well, it's fun going to Audi just for the random stuff you get in there. From gardening stuff and everything. It's well good. An Audi portable, that's pretty sick. But yeah, they're surprisingly cheap because you think they'd be expensive, but they're surprisingly cheap and they're great. Doesn't need anything fancy. Does the job. Does the job. Yeah, yeah, 100%, Damon. Yeah, I'm coming back just for that. Go into Aldi to buy eggs, end up with about 3 different gadgets you never use. Yeah, literally. We've got Audi close coming in here, guys. I'm trying to see if we can hold this NQ trade. How's the Audi looking? I mean, Audi's looking nice. What we may see, though, the only thing is our entry is around a level where price could retest before going higher. So this 9 AM candle here on NQ could potentially come down for a bit of a bottom wick before going higher. So you may, if you do want to hold the trade, you may have to weather a little bit of drawdown here. I'll decide if I want to, depending on the intraday price action. I'd like to have seen this kind of drive already, but this looks like a pretty perfect 3-pin pattern here, morning style play. Which one? Asus Zen Screen Dual OLED. Oh, let's see this. Oh, is that the one where the actual computer has like 2 screens? Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's sick. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, nice. They look very nice, actually. Have you seen there was like a? I think there was like a some sort of Windows computer that had like. Was it a foldable one, or did I make that up? Did I make it up? Foldable. I just have a foldable laptop. I mean, all laptops are foldable. So, what I'm trying to look for. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to look for. Pretty sure there was like a laptop where it was like a whole screen, but the screen was like foldable. I just typed in foldable laptop. As if you guys have never seen a foldable laptop before. Yeah, this. Look, have you ever seen this before? You ever seen one of these? Life-changing. But no, what I was thinking of was, it's something like that. The latest invention, foldable laptop. So we just had this hourly closure here on NQ, guys. Very nice hold of this support. Trying to re-break back higher. You tag the hourly lows. You're wicking back above. This could actually be nice here. As soon as you start pulling back up like this, though, you may have to manage risk soon. I don't want to kind of leave this trade open for too much longer. But yeah. Goldie also closing very bearish, guys. So continuation sales on gold make the most sense. I personally believe NQ is the nicest setup. So I'm to explain. So I'm trading NQ. To me, NQ is much nicer than gold. You know, gold. There is the potential short now. You've had that 15-minute grab highs. You close bearish. You know, if you really want to short gold, it's there. My only hesitation with shorting gold is just, you know, I zoom out. Gold's been so bullish. So if I want to short gold, you know, I'll probably wait for maybe a 4-hour closure and then I'll sell gold. But to me, NQ's looking nicer here. Maybe I'll to manage risk soon as well. Warming up for tomorrow's fast market. Yeah. Getting ready for the fast markets. Trading NQ. I'm gonna go break even, guys. Kind of would have wanted this to drive already. Don't want to get stuck in this. Don't want to get stuck in this going sideways for too much longer. I want to see that volume. And there wasn't much of an hourly bottom wick. I would have wanted to see the hourly bottom wick first before going higher. Yeah, just put multi. Yeah, cool. Remember, guys, whatever happens with this trade, I will keep it posted up on X for you guys who are on X. I'm on it, just the Aaron Trades. I'll post the updates on there as well. So you guys, give me 2 seconds. YouTube, guys, I will wrap up there, guys. We've been on for about an hour and a half. I'm gonna go take a break, go hit the gym because we are on fast markets today as well. So I'll be live back on fast markets today, guys. I am break even on this trade. Like I say, if you do want to keep up to date with the updates, I do like gold. NQ up into these highs, but we're just kind of stalling. So I might be waiting for pre-New York. But you guys have the levels, hopefully have the trade, and I will see you guys for fast markets later on here on Topstep TV. So be sure to tune in, come in, say hello, and I'll see you guys there. If not, I'll see you guys same time again tomorrow. Trade safe. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.